Much about clutch games for the Nuggets this season. That qualifies as a clutch win. Made it harder than they had to. They were up 8 with 3 minutes to play, and the Suns battled back to tie it, but the Nuggets found a way, Bill Hansen.
Yeah, again, offense is unbelievable. Defense, to me, not good enough. They got to get better in that area. I mean, Phoenix shot, now they did some hack and shack. 19 free throw attempts in the fourth quarter, Devs.
Yeah.
Ow.
Well, and like 10 straight makes, I think, to get the game within 2. And then Jalen Green makes the layup to tie it at 121. So, look, yeah, I do believe this. I'm going to give them credit for the clutch win because we take it out on them all season long when it was a clutch loss. And I don't really care how the game got into this space. They were able to get it to the finish line in the winner's circle. So, a lot of things I think as Hans pointed out to clean up, but you've got to clean those up in a win than a loss. And right now they're starting to look better. They're starting to stack more clutch wins here in the last couple of weeks. So that trend is a good trend.
But the clutchness, when you look at it, and we've talked about this, it's not the offensive clutchness as much as it is the defensive clutchness.
Yeah.
I agree with Hans on that. They fixed some things late, although the Devin Booker 3.
He missed that shot. It was open.
It looked like he was going to turn the corner and said, nope, I'm stepping back.
Yeah, that was I want to win this game because, he could have, taken
Well,
it.
even he recognized it's too late in Denver right now. We don't want to keep these guys up anymore. It's 11:40. It was close. It was tough. It was back and forth. It was helter-skelter. It was scary. But the Nuggets scored the final bucket, and they win by a bucket. 125-123. Vic Lombardi, Bill Hansen, Chris Dempsey here in the Altitude Studio for Nuggets post-game live. All right, fellas, initial impression. We talked about it after the interview there with Jamal Murray. Offensively, it's never a worry. It's never a problem. What do you guys think about the method of hacking that poor free throw shooter for the Suns?
Okay, so I think this is a really cool conversation, and I'm glad you brought it up first. Because the Nuggets were up, 7?
They were up 8 with 3 minutes to play.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm jumping in the head of David Adelman, I do understand it from this standpoint. If you really think that Iguodala was going to step up and miss those free throws, then all you're really trying to do is steal possessions because you are scoring on the other end. If you steal 2 or 3 more possessions, you score on the other end, you take an 8-point lead, make it a 12-point lead, make it a 14-point lead. Now you're starting to take control of the game in the way that you probably didn't have it before. However, he made 3 out of 4 of those free throws. And so that's what you got to do.
I'm in disagreement. If it's maybe one time you do it, but what it does, it's kind of basically saying we can't stop Phoenix. We can't stop them. And that's a bad feeling. Well, that's exactly what kind of happened. They didn't stop them enough. 123 points is too many. The Nuggets only won 1 quarter, and that was the second quarter where they held them to 22. And they won big. They won by 17 that quarter.
I just wonder what and I'm going to look this up as we're talking, but I just wonder what the field goal percentage for the Phoenix Suns in the fourth quarter was.
7 of 18.
Because, they were, so 38%. Your defense was fine. What you did was you fouled all the time, and you started off. But they only did that twice. I mean, let's not act like they did it
but
like
you also
15
got
times.
the bonus
They did twice.
quickly.
Yeah. Correct. And so, but then you started fouling, and the free throws is what kept them in the game. And so I guess if you're going to say that that's part of bad defense, then I'll have to grant you that. I look at this game, and I think in that fourth quarter, you got to figure out a way to defend without fouling for sure. Yeah. But certainly your field goal percentage defense was really good.
All right, well, let's show you what happened in the final stretch. The Nuggets, again, were up 8 with 3 minutes to play, and then the Suns go on a 12-4 run. This bucket ties it. Jalen Green, under a minute to go now, and you're thinking, we're in one. Now you got to respond. Next time down, Jamal Murray responding. There you go.
Missing all game long till the fourth quarter.
Nuggets regain the lead. Time to play some defense. Can they defend? Well, it's hard to defend that guy. Devin Booker ties it back up again. That's a tough thing to defend. But
in the paint.
Remember, the Nuggets have the 2-man game, and they go to work with it. Joker got it. And that would be the final bucket of the game because Devin Booker, as we have noted, tried to win this thing. Let me step back.
You know what? I wish we had shown a little bit earlier. I love what Nikola Jokic did a great job. First, they threw the ball accidentally in the backcourt because Joker got out on Booker. Then he doubled him, forced the ball out of his hand. Then it became a little bit more of a rush game. Booker went for the three, and it didn't go.
Yeah, he tried to walk him off. He did. He definitely did do that. And quite honestly, he got a really good look.
That little rebound bucket almost went in.
Yeah, I know. Royce O'Neal just to throw it in. Yeah, so the Nuggets avoided a couple of like clear looks at the basket, which is sometimes what you got to do to win these games. I mean, you know,
It's another road win for them. They're getting their road. What's their road record?
One more road win, and they will tie the franchise record for road victories.
I think
this
they only have two left. One's
Yes.
in Utah.
and then San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Close the
and
season.
yeah, they might not even.
And the San Antonio game may not mean anything, but
Yeah.
if they win both the remaining road games, it'll set a new franchise record for road
Unbelievable.
victories.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nikola Jokic, another triple-double, his third fastest triple-double ever. Almost had it at halftime. Got it early in the third quarter. 23 points, 17 rebounds, 17 assists. Is that good?
That's pretty good to me, Dims. I mean, he was more of a passer today. A lot of double teams and stuff. So third quarter, I think he had 6 assists, and you know, just did it. But then when big bucket time came, he made some big ones.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know what? 16 points in the paint. And I think that's what I love the most. And I know Hans loves this too, which is Joker in the painted area. And there was a point, and I believe this was in the second quarter, midway to the end of the second quarter, when he just completely took over this basketball game when the Nuggets offense kind of really needed him to. And he did that in the paint. He stayed there for the most part in this game. That's, look, when he's dominating like that, you just give it to him, just feed it to him. I mean, then we saw it with the two-man game at the end.
Yeah.
All right, we had some questions about the Nuggets down the stretch. We'll hear what Coach Adelman has to say about that. Nuggets survive the valley of this because THJ, Tim Hardaway, where would they be without him? Where would they be without a bunch of these guys? How about Julian Strawther? 7 quick points off the bench.
I don't think he got any minutes in the second half.
He did not.
Great
Bruce
first half.
Brown was fantastic down the stretch.
9 points, 9 rebounds for Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that kind of stood out to me about the bench is that, yes, the point production was there, 38 points off the bench, but 3 rebounds, Tim Hardaway, 7 rebounds, Spencer Jones, 9 rebounds, Bruce Brown. Like, they did every other thing out there on the basketball court as well, and that's just what you need. I mean, it's not. I know we want to boil the bench down to simply just points, and they definitely matter. There's no doubt about that. But if you're preventing points, that also matters.
Yeah.
If you're clearing the glass and getting extra possession, that also matters. And so all of those things put into a pie is the reason why you get a number that's a +9 in the non-Jokic minutes.
I was going to ask, have we found an answer to the non-Jokic minutes? Because they took care of that deficit in the second quarter, and then they really didn't give up much in late third, early fourth quarter. Is this the answer now, going small, Bill Hanzik?
It'll be a different kind of small because you're going to get Peyton Watson back into that, and he gives you a little length. And but yeah, I think Adelman's comfortable playing. They're not playing Jonas Valanciunas.
I think he loves it.
Yeah.
I think he loves it. I mean, there have been very few. When you think about what the Nuggets have done in terms of lineups over the course, and obviously some of it was forced upon them with personnel losses, but when it has not been forced upon him and he has tried things, this is like one of the few that he is both feet in the water in this one. Like the first time he put it out there, he